Do you find yourself always saying yes, even it is something you don't actually want to do? Many of us try so hard to please other people, and we kind of over accommodating. Being over accommodating means you are putting your own needs last, putting everyone's needs in front of you, and you are putting your needs at the end of the line. Find out why we do this and how can we change it. So, why are we sometimes too nice, over accommodating to other people at our own expense? If we look at how humans evolve, when we first born to the world, we look for connections and avoid rejection for survival. Because when you are a tiny little baby, you are dependent and you need to connect to people so you can be taken care of. That runs for years and years. We need our parents to approve of us, the teacher to like us. We need other kids to be our friends because of our survival is linked to acceptance. Many years ago, survival is a number game. You had to belong to a group. You had to belong to a community. So you are protected and you can make it. But now, we don't. We don't need that anymore. We no longer die from being disconnected. But we still feel the fear of being alone and rejected. So we are hardwired to really want people to like us. When you are seeking like by other people to like you, you are giving the power away to someone else. What we have to do for ourselves is honoring ourselves. Ask, what do I want? What do I need? I have so many people say, I have a friend who always borrow my stuff, ask me to babysit, and I cannot say no. And I have to go out of my way to give people a lift. Now ask, why cannot I say no? The only reason is if I say no, people might not like me. And that can be true. But most important is you like you. When you like you, when you honor yourself, and you take a moment to ask, what do I want? What do I need? Then you get to say no. Until you say no, your yes has no meaning. So you have to get used to say no. I have other commitments. If you always say yes, go to where you don't want to go. Do what you don't want to do. And the next day you think, why did I even agree to that? You will feel annoyed with yourself. You will start to dislike yourself. So people pleasers are trying to please other people. But the downside of it is you please someone else and you get upset with yourself because you did not say no. You did not say yes to you. You have to get used to saying no with convictions and certainty. Learn to express your no. No don't mean shame. No doesn't mean guilt or regret. Baby find it so easy to say no. Where does that go? When you were a baby, you say no to this, you say no to that. When did it stop? When did you stop saying no? Well, it becomes buried under this need to please everyone. We have this strong belief, I have needs. And if I please you, you might meet my needs to make me feel I matter. If I run around and do stuff and buy stuff and I give you so much, if I'm really amazing person, giving, maybe you will give back to me someday. But the problem is, People see giver as someone who just want to give. Oh, they love helping out. They always say yes. They love to give. That person love helping. But that may not be the truth. You may think if I give to you, you will give back to me. But some people are giver and they encourage people to take, to be a taker. I have so many people say, I am so overwhelmed and that no one is here to help me. And that was my life for many, many years. I always help them. I am alone. Now ask, have you asked them to help you? And many people say, no, I don't want to ask for help. The problem is, if you don't ask, they will think you do not need help. They will think if you need it, you will ask it. So you might have an idea of what others are feeling, what others are thinking, what others are believing, that when you give so much, they will feel obligated to give back. But that is not the truth. Many people think, well, you love giving, and I don't. So really look into why you are giving. And if you are doing it not for the right reason, because you love giving, but doing it to make other people want to give back to you. So before you give anyone anything from now on, stop and think about why you are doing it. Do you want anything back? Do you have an expectation if I give, you will give it back to me? How do we get around that? So you practice saying no. No, I cannot do that. No, I have other plans. I am sorry, but I am busy this weekend. That doesn't work for me. I don't put myself last, and I don't do things for others that will cost me unless I really want to. Sometimes we can do something incredible, nice, kind to let someone live in our house, lend them stuff. Sometimes that can really backfire. So boundaries are very important. So think about what you want. You can be extremely nice and kind, but kindness does not mean you cannot say no. Sometimes when people call you up and ask for a favor and you're unsure if you want to do it, just say, can I call you back? I'm in the middle of something, or I have a call coming in. Take a moment and think, do I really want to do this? No. Think about what are the reasons for saying no. Don't think if the other person understands. Well, they like me if I say no. What are the reasons for saying no? And just express them. Even if other people don't like it, you will feel so good about yourself because the most important relationship you ever have is with yourself. And you say no. And you stand up for yourself and you speak up for yourself. And when you cannot say no, you don't like yourself enough. If you are saying yes too much to be liked, please remember, the person who has to like you the most is you. So say no and feel very comfortable to say no. If you are a parent, do you think if you say yes to your children all the time, you are doing them a favor? No, they would learn no boundaries. They might expect everyone else to say yes. They might even manipulate others to say yes. You do your children a favor by saying no. And you do your children no favor when you cannot say no. You have the right to say no. You have the right to have a different opinion. So learn to say no.